हजार हजार सलाम दीपता सुपितायानो गुरुर मोदे मात करे दुनिया की शुरुआत
The West, and especially USA, is worried about Iran developing nuclear arms, which might fall into the hands of the terrorists. But they often forget about the nuclear weapons already present in the closet of their ally. This ally is the most unstable government. They even blackmail US to fund them in form of financial aid, which they use to fund terrorist organizations based in their country. The country I am talking about is Pakistan. Pakistan has received $3.1 billion since 2013. Between 2002 to 2010, US Congress approved $18 billion in military and economic aid from US, of which $8.6 billion was in direct financial payments. The US obligated nearly $78.3 billion to Pakistan between 1948 and 2016. The US is not alone in this. The United Kingdom has pledged £665 million to Pakistan from 2009 to 13. Still, 57% of GDP of Pakistan is in debt. The Western countries are providing such huge amounts of money in aid without accountability. Pakistan is a haven for terrorist organizations, with people like Hafiz Saeed, the co-founder of Lashkar-e-Taiba and chief of Jamaat-ul Dawa, operating openly in the country.
You'd never guess this is one of America's most wanted men, as Hafiz Saeed greets his followers. The US and India accuse him of being the mastermind of the 2008 Mumbai attacks. Hafiz Saeed says he just runs an Islamic charity, and in a rare interview accuses Washington of unfairly targeting his organisation to please India.
America always takes decisions based on Indian dictation. Now it's imposing this new ban because it needs India's help in Afghanistan. I had nothing to do with the Mumbai attacks, and Pakistan's courts said all India's evidence against me was just propaganda.
And he says the $10 million US price on his head doesn't worry him.
The people of Pakistan know me, and they love me. No one has tried to approach the American authorities to get this bounty. My role is very clear, and God is protecting me.
India is still traumatised by the three-day assault on Mumbai, in which 166 people died, including 7 Americans. Both countries say they have extensive evidence that Saeed orchestrated the attacks with Pakistani government help, and India has repeatedly demanded he face an independent trial. Despite the US bounty on his head, it's clear Hafiz Saeed has little fear of being arrested. But as long as he's able to live so freely here in Lahore, there's little chance of a breakthrough in relations between Pakistan and its old enemy, India. And when the Pakistani Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif went to Delhi recently to meet his new Indian counterpart Narendra Modi, Hafiz Saeed was vocally opposed. You say you're innocent, but until you are prepared to put yourself before the courts to test that, India can never move on. Aren't you the obstacle to better relations between India and Pakistan?
India makes me an issue to divert attention from Kashmir, which is the real issue. Kashmir should be free, and India must withdraw its hundreds of thousands of troops who are occupying the territory and give Kashmiris the right to decide their future. We are not the obstacle to better relations.
And then Hafiz Saeed, the man with a $10 million US bounty on his head, quietly leaves. It's time for afternoon prayers. Andrew North, BBC News in Lahore.
US has declared $10 million on this month as bounty for his alleged role in 2008 Mumbai terror attacks. But the people in Pakistan have protested against this bounty, and still the US is providing financial aid to Pakistan for fight against terrorism. Hafiz Saeed is influential in many religious groups in Pakistan, thus radicalizing the youth in the country. He also runs religious schools in Pakistan. Here is an interview with one of the kids studying in that school.
आप बड़े होके क्या बनोगे? तो क्या करोगे? शहीद होऊंगा। किधर गोली खाओगे अमर? किसके लिए लड़ोगे? कश्मीर।
So the Western governments are providing financial aid to Pakistan for actually radicalizing more youth of the country, for which Pakistan will ask for more aid to fight against it. This is not even the entire story. The nuclear weapons in Pakistan should be the top concern for governments worldwide. The country is one coup away from becoming something like ISIS. I am not even exaggerating this. The hold of Pakistani Taliban is increasing day by day in the country. The drone attacks during Obama's regime did not help either. There are parts of the country which are controlled by Pakistani Taliban.
And so, why can't we go into the tribal areas?
This is already a risk because this area is totally dominated with Taliban factors. So many bomb blasts took place in these areas.
I'm standing here on the border of the tribal areas, and just 4 kilometers that way is the gun market where we filmed 4 years ago. That area has been taken over by the Taliban. And these guys here, they battle with the Taliban on a regular basis.
طالبان سره دا سیټونه کنه او نو مطلب دی چې موږ سره دا واړه واړه سیټونه دي هغه کمیونیکیشن زیات نشي کم دی دی کوم تیز موږ لا پکار دی چې تیز موږ سره سب हम ये जो है ना इसी पोजीशन में खड़े हैं कि जो है ना धमाके भी होते हैं हमारे जवान भी जो है ना खड़े हैं शहीद होते हैं बाकी तनख्वाह कम है तनख्वाह हाँ तो अगर इस पर कोई गौर किया जाए तो फिर बेहतर होगा सर
So,
हुकूमत ने आजकल हमारा कुछ भी नहीं किया अभी तक।
तो जो मैंने सुना है कि तालिबान आते हैं और मदद करते हैं लोगों को ये
जी सर
और वो यहाँ आए हैं
आई हुई है अब।
अच्छा और वो क्या करते हैं के पास
जी
में?
उसने तो ये घर भी तामीर किए हैं
अच्छा उन्होंने ये बनाया
ये उसने बनाए उसने भी सर भी काम किए उसने भी काम
हाँ
किया
इधर सारे ने कुछ थोड़ा थोड़ा काम किया, ये पर्दा भी उसने बनवाए, ये भी बनवाए, उधर भी घरों को काम किया बहुत।
So all these homes around me have been rebuilt by the Taliban. आपका ख्याल क्या है तालिबान के बारे में?
हमारा ख्याल तो यही है कि हमारे इन लोगों ने हमारे साथ अच्छा किए, इंशाल्लाह इसको अच्छा सलूक मिलेगा। इसको जो ज़रूरत की वैसे इलाके का हम ताबेदार है, क्योंकि थोड़ा बहुत किया मगर इन्होंने हमारा बहुत मदद की है।
So where the government fails, the Taliban is stepping in and helping in the rebuilding process, thereby engendering goodwill and winning the hearts and minds of these people.
So it is for you to decide who is the bigger problem. The Western governments providing financial aid and carrying out drone strikes in Pakistan, or the Pakistani government who does not take strict action against the terrorist organizations within the country.